Today, we are sharing this never before aired video with the one, the only Candiace Candy Gal. We sat down with Candy Gal and our good friend, Miss Sarah Fraser. Why do things end up in the vault and why are they never aired? That's a whole nother story. Now that we're doing this Just David one-on-one, perhaps I will share that information with you one day soon. Let's see what we find in this little chat here. We're going to be doing this all day. We have lots of videos with Miss Candiace coming all day today. What do you think of this chat? Take a listen right now. It's our sit down from an earlier time, never before aired. This is a nugget that's never been heard before with the one, the only Candy Gal and Sarah Fraser. Enjoy.
What?
Because that's what the world now thinks from these series of tweets that are going back and forth.
David, I always come in peace.
You listen, you stick up for yourself, right?
Well, yes, that is true too. But I always come in peace. I may have questions, but I always come in peace.
Well, can you help me? Because last season we had to learn like what Sing Sing was, and like we got some clarity on hot boxes. What is hit dog hollerism? I can't even say the word.
Hit dog holleringism. It's well, I made it up, but
Okay.
you've heard the term a hit dog will holler, essentially meaning that, you know, if you are the guilty party, you're going to be the first one to speak up and have something to say. Therefore, the hit dog is hollering. Hit dog holleringism. I should have called it hit dog holleringitis, because it's like a sickness, like like I'm ill with hit dog holleringitis. Cough cough. Or woof, as I said. Woof.
I was like, I am getting confused just by, by going back and forth reading these tweets.
Serious.
And fence humping, which I've never heard the word fence humping before.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a projection.
Well, now I know.
Yeah.
Sarah, do you have something to say?
Yeah, I do. I didn't want to talk over you, but
no, go ahead.
Okay. Well, no, I'm curious because who are you cool with? Because I want, not that your feelings get hurt, but my feelings were hurt for you earlier this, we saw Ashley and Karen and Giselle and Robin, they all got together for lunch at Fig and Olive in DC, and their little dances kind of went viral and all the blogs picked them up. And I was like, well, okay, I know you and Ashley aren't cool, but I was like, well, where's Candiace's invite? So who are you good with? And now we kind of get the sense you're feuding with Karen. So who are you? Do you have any friends this season? Who are you good with?
Yes, I have friends. I actually have a lot of friends.
Okay.
It's a merry-go-round. It's not, it's a merry-go-round for everybody. I'll say that. So there's a lot of shifting, like even from like day to day, there's a lot of shifting that takes place.
Do you think people are shocked? Like I've talked to when I've had Giselle here, I've talked to her before about this, Potomac in the beginning was kind of like a slow burn, we had Beverly Hills and we had New York and Atlanta. But, do you think people now realize it? Like, guys, this is like the real deal. Like this is one of the higher rated franchises. Like this is, I think people finally get that, right?
Yeah, Potomac is definitely a part of the conversation. I think I've always said that I felt like Potomac had an unfair advantage from the beginning because we were the only franchise whose city/state was not easily recognizable, right? Like everybody knows where New Jersey is. We all know where Atlanta is. We all know where Beverly Hills is. Even Orange County was, maybe not so much, but that was the first. So they had time to build. But I feel like Potomac was like, where's Potomac? People were mispronouncing it. So we had that going against us, in addition to being a newer show, being, the second, Black cast or second cast of women of color. They're constantly comparing us to Atlanta. And there really is no comparison because, Atlanta walked so that we could run. I always say that. They have been very supportive of us and we are very supportive of them. So yeah, we had some things going against us, but I think that as a cast, most of us have done an excellent job of, keeping it real, being honest, and getting us to a place where now we can say we are, one of the more sought after shows.
Oh my God. I mean, to have Nicki Minaj at your reunion,
Yeah.
I mean, I think you guys are top 3 now. I can't
Yeah.
even, I mean, obviously Beverly Hills is like, I mean,
Yeah.
I know it's like a whole nother level, but
Right.
I mean, you guys, I mean, we all know New York, it's a mess. I know they're trying to
Yeah.
do the best they can to spin it some other
Right.
way. OC's
Right.
now a mess,
Yeah.
Dallas was canceled.
Oh, yeah.
And then, I mean, Salt Lake, okay. Salt Lake to me is my new big fave too.
Salt Lake is coming. Yeah. Salt Lake is doing some things. They're shaking and stirring. I like Salt Lake. I like what Mary. I bring Mary back. Justice for Mary. If you this is my Mary wig.
Mary was such a great housewife. I think she gave everything that you would want in a housewife.
Yes, she's so quirky. She's just weird and just lovable and just strange and lovable in the best way. I hate that she's seemingly not there.
Well,
You want
she
her back.
quit?
I want her back. Yeah.
I thought she quit. Didn't she quit?
I thought that she quit, but then I thought that
I mean, she didn't go to the
maybe-
reunion, so I guess
right.
you can't
But
really.
even after she didn't go to the reunion, for me that was not the final nail in the coffin for me. I felt like she could have come back from that, because the reason she didn't come is because they were, bullying her to no end. So I understood why she felt like she didn't want to be there. And I think that if she had the right conversations, they would have let her come back in and film for the next season. But
You think?
I do. And then I heard that, she was supposed to be having a conversation with Andy. I don't know, if that happened or how that went, but I don't see how this show, like Mary was just, she was like the centerpiece.
Oh, I
on
have a
this
whole
show.
theory. I have a whole theory.
Oh,
I think
I'm ready. Hold on.
Right. Like what I
said
think
it on this podcast.
I know.
Look, I think Mary added a lot. I will give you that.
Yeah.
But I think Mary saw the writing on the wall between what's happened with Erica and what's happened with Jen. And I have absolutely no basis of this except for the clips. I think there were some shady things going on with that church. And she was smart enough to know, if I stay on this show long enough, I'll be
They're
next.
going to come for me. Yeah.
And I think she wants nothing to do with it. She's out.
Yeah.
I think she wasn't going to answer any further questions. And the only part I don't like is you're a spiritual woman. One of the things that drives me nuts are some of these female pastors, I'm a Catholic. The Catholic Church has done it. I hate when they prey on people when it comes to God and money and this thing of like, you better tithe or else,
You're going to hell. Yeah.
I did not like the way that it was like, well, you guys didn't send me birthday cards. And again, I know editing, but that part of her I didn't like, because I thought, what's
this is unsavory. Yeah.
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 But that's why, well, like when they say, like Mary did this, Mary did that, I relate it same to you. Like if people are saying to you, like Candiace cuts harder or hits harder than anyone else.
Yeah.
So what? Like, isn't that like saying you actually understand the assignment and you're doing your job extremely well?
Yeah. I mean, yes and no. I think that, there are parts of the reality TV space that